All right, I will say I have started the recording. CJ, our funding has actually gone quite well. We only started our pre-sale about 2 weeks or so ago. I'm
Yeah.
actually very, I feel good about where we're at with launch. We are a token that's on the ground floor, and that's kind of one of the things I was going to relay as we start this AMA is, we at Variegate, and we've mentioned this to our other communities, we really appreciate communities such as Puli and our other launch rewards. I mean, you guys have just welcomed us with open arms. That's not something that you guys have to do. In our AMA the other day with Nobility, Rick mentioned, typically, the fighting and the pulling back and forth is at the bottom. But once you get to the top, it's collaboration, it's working together, it's networking, it's how can we work together to better each other, to better, in our case, how are we bettering the space? Because as you guys know, and what we've seen over the last year and a half, there's some betterment that can happen. Uh, so again, we just want to say thank you to CJ and to Shane and to some of the other folks that have really joined our community and been great community members. And hats off and thanks you and thank you to Poli to really welcoming us in. Uh, we want to do things the right way, and we want to build a community organically. And again, just thanks to you guys. So yeah, our pre-sale has went well. The last 2 weeks we're really excited for launch. I'm going to get that going tomorrow, and yeah, I'm really satisfied with how that has gone.
Yeah, I've been watching closely, and I've enjoyed been talking to you over the last few weeks myself. And it's true, you are welcome with open arms. I like the concept. I like the idea of partnerships. Anyone who knows me knows that I love to build bridges. I like to build relationships, and that has served me extremely well. And I think if I can just go out of my way to just treat someone just right, they'll do so tenfold. And it's and so again, you've also welcomed us with open arms, and I just wanted to say thank you and hope that this will in some way help you and your team be successful, because obviously what your concept is going to do will reciprocate as well. So I love win-win solutions. And so again, thank you.
Yeah, 100%. And from what I've seen from Poli, the concept behind the project, and then just the community members itself, I mean, you guys are obviously someone that you can partner with, help yourself succeed, but also, it really truly fits our vision and what we're trying to create. And some of the others that we're mentioning, we're really wanting to build that networking circle of trust where,
Right.
at this point, only 85 to 90% of people have invested in the cryptocurrency. So what that tells me is, we all believe that cryptocurrency is going to continue to grow, it's going to continue to build. I don't think we would be here in this chat right now if we didn't believe that. But those people are going to continue to enter the market, and we were all that person at one point in time, right? We were all, new in this space, and I honestly wish I had an environment like Pulley or even, at Variegate at this point where I can come in and be told, okay, this is what these guys are doing, or this is what, this project is doing. They've locked liquidity for this long and they're building this awesome project. I wish I had that when I was entering the market. So we're going to potentially prevent someone down the line from either investing into a rug pull or a scam or just something that they really shouldn't. And I take pride in that. I don't think that was really our initial, that's not our vision just to save people, but I think just that's kind of what our project has become. And, I welcome Polly into that circle here eventually as we continue to build this community organically. It's not going to be a circle that you can just walk into, right? It's going to be, you have to be solid, you have to be delivering something promising, you have to be safe. And if someone just enters the market, it's got to be something that can be safe for someone to invest into for the first time. So again, hats off to you guys. We appreciate it. And I know everyone else here appreciates it as well. I know just in my couple of weeks as we've grown this community, I've learned about so many different projects that otherwise I probably wouldn't have known about if this project didn't exist. So Raider token has their liquidity lock for 80 years. I didn't know that. All of the good things Affinity is doing and Doken is doing, and or launch rewards, everything, every one of those projects has something solid going on. Doken, and then of course you guys. So we're excited to share that with people, and that's what we want to do. We want to be the melting pot of the BSC community. We want to be a place where you can come and join and learn about other projects. I've been in too many telegrams to where you can't even enter into the group with another project in your name. You might be insta banned, and that's just ridiculous. That's not what this space should be about, because we're all doing different things. I mean, maybe we're doing something somewhat similar, but we should come together and let's create an awesome market, create an awesome environment. And that's what we want to do, is take care of the folks that are good to us, just like you mentioned, CJ. So again, before we get started and get going, this AMA is for educational purposes only, and nothing that is said by those participating should be taken as financial advice. And of course, everyone here should do their own research. So I will get started here in a bit with an introduction to Variegate. But first, give me a quick introduction to Puli, and then we'll do a quick intro to Variegate, and then we'll do a little bit of background just on our project, and then let's get into the weeds of Puli token and what you guys are looking to deliver, and let's spread the word of what that great project is about.
Happy to, but I'm going to put someone on the spot because I love the way he does this. It's so fun. Hey, Shane, you there, buddy?
Bet.
You do it.
Absolutely. So the elevator speech, right? How do you sum up a project in less than 60 seconds? So for the recording, here we go. Puli token is a BEP20 token on the Binance Smart Chain designed to bring trust and reliability to a chain known for scams and rug pulls. We're a gaming studio. You can go right now and download our game on Android or iOS. It's called Puli Runner, and you can try our play to earn game. Or you could buy our token on any number of exchanges like XT and EverSwap, PancakeSwap, Flues, RBX, and other locations. If you're interested in reading more, you can go to pulitoken.net, PULITOKEN.net. Puli token.
Man, are you a robot?
It's different every time.
CJ, where'd you get that recording from? We need one made for Variegate.
Well, some do think that Shane is a robot. We haven't figured out if
it's actually just different on the spot every time. It's funny that you said it like that because it is different every time.
Yep. We solve problems, and one of the problems is the fact that the gamification of cryptosphere and on mobile devices is just slim pickings to none. And we solve a few problems all at once. Puli Runner provides the conventional in-app purchase experience in gaming for the non-crypto audience. It provides play-to-earn experience. It provides NFT. So we provide all these three things plus ad revenue. So we got 2 streams of revenue, 3 problems solved, 1 app. Just love it. And we're learning a lot of lessons from it. And we got another game in development called Puli Astro, and then way down the road an RPG game named Puli Degens. And we're right now in a period of looking at how we can further monetize each of these projects. We're going through a 2-week period of pause, reflect. Let's further monetize these projects and start scaling, because now we've proven that with Puli Runner it can work, specifically getting past people like Apple. Android could care less. Go ahead, good luck. We got a million bazillion devices and they all work differently, so you're gonna have to just solve each one on your own. But Apple has a a stack of like 7 Bibles high of documentation you got to get through, and we were able to finally solve that.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I think after the same way, I'm going to have to go download that game, right? Or at least you would expect me to, right?
Yeah, do that. Look at some ads. That's how we get our revenue. The audience, I'm surprised who plays it. It can range quite a bit, but the biggest seller so far has been a 9-year-old kid that I and their parents that I met at an event, and so it could just be anyone, but just simply playing the game earns us revenue, and encourage people to download it to spread the word. We are going to start actively marketing the app as well, so we can mark. That's the cool thing. If we can market a product, not just a token and its tokenomics. We have a product, and I like the fact that we can also go out and do marketing campaigns for Puli Runner in the traditional internet marketing way. So we have some advantages that are going to allow us to survive this very bearish market that we have going on.
Well, what we've even seen from the past is if you do deliver a service, if you continue to grind during this bear market, you will come out on the other side. I mentioned the other day, it does feel like we're on a roller coaster where that loop is just going down and our stomachs are turning and we're screaming and our hair's flying in the wind. But eventually that loop will end and we'll come back up on the other side, and it'll be projects like Puli who is delivering a good service and are doing right by their holders and continue to grind through markets like this that'll come out on the other side. And those are definitely projects that Variegate wants to partner with and have as rewards. And I'm excited to see some of those rewards, especially in a market like this. Variegate states we want to own the bear market. And when we're getting rewards in Puli, at these market caps, that's, I think, the true definition of owning the bear market, right? And prepping for that next bull run here in whenever that may be. So definitely looking forward to that. You guys are doing a great job. Before we get into the weeds a little bit of Puli, we've gotten into it a little bit, I think. We'll look at some tokenomics, and we'll also, we've got about 15 folks here. If anybody has any questions, I know Variegate's kind of the new guy on the block. So if you guys have any questions for us, or of course, if you have any questions for Puli, CJ or myself will be happy to answer those. But just a quick introduction to Variegate as well. We started development back in January. A group of 9 founders. We all really come from different locations, and just fate really brought us together, and we wanted to create a solid project because we were tired of seeing other projects fail, or because of the reason they were failing. The devs weren't following through with the ideas, or they were just straight abandoning the projects and leaving the holders there with no substance. And we want to create something solid, so we did land on the let's be the ultimate rewards token of BSC. And it's not us that's going to choose those rewards. Or is it 9 people that have more information than hundreds or eventually thousands? No, right? So let's let the community choose who we want rewards in. That's going to really eliminate the rug pulls. It's going to eliminate the scams. That's going to allow us to get those rewards in solid projects that'll help us diversify our portfolios and continue to build. And look, I'm a realist. I understand where the market's at. I understand where Varigate's at, and then that's why I'm appreciative of the 16 people that's in this call right now, and I'm appreciative of the 360 or so members of our community right now. We're on the ground floor, but we're a team that we work really well together. We're all on the same page on what we want to accomplish. We want to really, again, be that melting pot where we bring all of these solid projects together. And right now, we've had about 20 projects in these polls. We've had 5 winners, but even with the 5 have been great, and all 20 have really been solid and really been, with open arms and welcoming us into their communities and bringing them here actually. And I know there's more out there to find as well. So I look forward to doing that. I look forward to being a place where we can educate people on solid projects and continue to spread the word, and be a place where you can come. Maybe there are new projects that will come around that they have new ideas and they have new things that they can deliver to us in terms of solving a problem or services, and we can help spread that word and help them build and help them grow. Everybody's new at some point, but it really depends on the community, number one, and then number two, how hard are we willing to work to grind through a market like this and then grind to take care of our holders? And I think our 9 founders are willing to do that. But we're all about our portfolio diversification, passive income, of course, community networking, the community engagement, and then we do have a micro staking feature in place as well. And what that means is when we launch, every single person that's holding Variegate tokens will be eligible, or will have 50% of their tokens staked in the rewards pool. Now everybody will get their fair share as long as nobody sells. And every day that you hold, it'll add 1% to that stake in that pool. But as soon as somebody sells, it resets you at 50% if you're still holding the minimum of 500,000 tokens, of course. But what that means is the other folks that are still holding and haven't sold, now they're getting a bigger slice of the pie. If you hold for 50 days, you are now getting 100% of your eligible rewards relative to what the other folks are holding in that rewards pool. So it does benefit you holding long term. It does benefit you to not sell. And again, buying after you've bought doesn't reset. So it continues to keep you at whatever day that may be. But that's hard coded into the contract. It stakes your tokens for you. We've actually got a lot of cool features in the contract that makes it safe. It auto locks liquidity. Once we launch, it's out there, and there's not much that we can do with it other than changing the tokens. One admin can do that. We can change the rewards. Otherwise, there's no transfer tax. Of course, we can't change the taxes. We can't make any other critical changes. It does take 2 out of 3 admins to be able to make it to where a wallet can't receive rewards. So there's a lot of good features in this truly smart contract that makes it really cool to hold Variegate. So again, we're really enjoying the networking. We have our taxes set up to where we think it helps our holders. The buy tax is lower than the sell tax. We want the majority, and tax is not necessarily the word I want to use, but fee maybe. The majority of that fee does go to rewards, and only 2% goes to the project. And then on a sale, 12% is on a sell, and 10% of that fee goes to a reward. So, I didn't want to take 5, 6, 7% for the project. What I wanted is someone to be able to hold Variegate and reward them for not selling, and then again that fee, the majority of that would go to the holder. We do have a 1 billion supply, 15 million max wallet, which is 1.5% of the supply. And then the max sell is 5 million, which is 0.5%. And then it does take 500,000 tokens to receive rewards, as that's to our discretion. It does take 2 out of 3 admins to approve, but once the market cap gets higher, we are able to lower that, so it doesn't take a considerable amount of money to get those rewards. But at launch, for the pre-sale, it's $100, get you eligible for the rewards at launch. Again, the liquidity is going to be auto locked through the contract. That's as soon as we launch, that's not something we're going to be able to touch. And then the pre-sale does end tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. So again, just to kind of wrap up the introduction to Variegate, that's really all the time I'm going to spend on Variegate, unless anybody else has any questions, of course. But thank you to Puli. Excited to learn more about you guys and see you guys develop, and of course get rewards. I've already got the contract added to my wallet, and we'll be seeing those rewards come in next week. So I'm excited to learn more about Puli token.
No, thank you for the quick AMA. And for those who get the rewards in Puli, we have our own staking platform as well. So for those who, I guess there's even another way for people to expand on what they're getting and help out the community.
Yeah, for sure. So just get into some of the tokenomics real quick for Pulley, and then any other information that you would like to share, feel free to do so, and then we'll open the floor for questions.
Yeah, so Puli is comprised of equal buy and sell taxes of 10%, with 1% that goes to our liquidity, and the remaining 9% helps support our game development, marketing, paying our developers and whatnot. So very aggressive marketing comes from that. So it's very straightforward. We don't have a transfer tax either, and so people can freely move their tokens wherever they need to, over to a hard wallet or whatnot. And we are also able to stake your tokens over at our platform on RBX. So there's another place to hold for the long haul, and especially during down markets, is a great place to park and earn additional Puli. We're hovering around 24-25% APY. There's no locks. You can come and go as you please. And that's a quick rundown on our tokenomics. We have numerous Telegram groups, many languages. So if anyone doesn't speak English, we have a home for you somewhere. And we're listed on xt.com that also honors our tokenomics. And we're waiting for our BTalk integration right now so that people can actually do group trading, buys and sells through that interface. So after that, we'll proceed on to some additional exchanges. LBank is looking like our most likely candidate right now because they're also going to honor global tokenomics, GLOTOX for short. And then that's a quick run through. And yeah, our game is published out there. Please download it, Android and iOS. We've recently have translated the game into 49 languages to help get more exposure to the game. Anything else I'm missing, team? That's a very quick.
I got you on that one. There's another aspect to that I would go into, is that we are halfway through our NFT mint right now, just about, and that correlates to the game. So if you guys are into NFTs, the mint is currently live for your Puli Runner NFTs at mint.pulitoken.net. You can go and pick up a NFT and not just have the NFT, which is great, but what utility does it have? You can use it in the game. It acts as an avatar, and then it will earn you rewards. Having the NFT unlocks aspects of the game, like not dealing with ads, or being able to earn multiple rewards or different tiers of rewards. So if you're into NFTs, Puli also does NFTs, and these NFTs have utility in the game and in the games that are coming out too. So you can mint an NFT now at mint.pulitoken.net.
We'll be looking at other ways to add utility as time goes on, such as staking options or enhancement. So more to come. They will also help support future games to unlock price tiers, and there will also be future NFT mints depending on the genre of the game. So if we need to kind of change our art up a little bit, we'll be doing that as well. But thanks, Shane. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's an awesome explanation. And then, NFTs within a game to earn your rewards, that just sounds really next level, and just something that you're not seeing from a lot of projects that are out there. So that's awesome to know. So I do recommend everybody after this AMA, go check it out. Puli Runner. I know I'm going to do so, and I'm excited to see what that looks like, and even more excited to get Puli rewards next week. So that's awesome. So, we're going a little bit over 30 minutes now. I do want to appreciate everybody that joined us for the call today. A lot of good information from Puli. I'm excited to continue to network with that team and eventually meet them in person at at some of these conferences, and and network, and get a face to face with them, and continue to build this circle. This week has been great for Variegate. All of our launch tokens, launch rewards have just been awesome. Raider token, Doken, Affinity, Puli, and then Nobility as well with Rick and those guys on Twitter. So it's been an awesome week for us. It's been humbling. We really appreciate it. Very excited for launch tomorrow. I'll tell you, our 9-10 guys that we have kind of pushing this is going to continue to grind for our community. And I think as a community, I've just been a community member before in other projects, and that's really all I was asking for out of, out of the team and out of the folks pushing that was, let's work hard, don't give up, let's buy into a vision, buy in what you want to create, and continue to grind. And I will tell you, this is what this team will continue to do. So I will open the floor. I think we've got about 14 folks in here right now. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, and then we'll go from there.
I just want to add that it's a pleasure to be in here. Thank you for having us for Puli. And it's all about that when you say face-to-face interactions. Really at Puli, our key is really making crypto fun and safe. And you can check us out on Certic, CoinScope, InterFi. We have KYCs left and right, audits left and right. Our contract's been heavily audited. Our NFT smart contract's been audited. And all the moves that we're making are really strategic. We're not going to dive in the deep end immediately with anyone. We're going to make sure we go through a thorough vetting process to make sure it's a win-win for our holders, for the partnerships. And we want to wear the partnerships with pride and really just be excited about the long-term relationships that we have. So XT Exchange was great with them honoring our tokenomics. And the NFT is great because you have an immediate use case. Like when you have the NFT, you're able to see that in game. If you got a cool hat, you got a cool chain, sunglasses, what it may be, you'll see that in the game. So it adds that extra flair. Of course, PFPs are great, but having that little extra flair, and from a user experience point of perspective, you can just jump in the game. You can hand, a small child can just fire up the Play Store or Apple App Store, download the game, and just even play as a guest. And without creating an account, nothing, and that just creates ad revenue. So we're really excited not only for how we'll continue to eat up market share in the crypto market, but also the gaming industry is massive, and play to earn and gaming is always going to be there. It's always getting bigger. So really excited to make like fun games that are just fun to play. And I think people will be really excited to see Puli Runner and how it's been. We're all pretty much doxed KYC, either internally or externally. One of our partners, Join Coin, you can see myself and Mr. Lightspeed, a.k.a. Christopher, Alan, Shane, who was talking earlier with the great pitch. And that's what it's all about, is we want to make it safe, fun. I've been rugged on so many projects. And I think you mentioned a great point, Josh, that like it's really about like, we might not have had those intentions of like, hey, saving the humanity and being a hero and this and that, but lo and behold, serendipitous, we are in this space. And it's really about over-delivering, under-promising, and just being real. And here at Puli Token, we're going to talk about the good, we're going to talk about the bad, we're going to talk about the ugly, and we're going to be accountable. And I always say that negligence is not the answer. We're going to continue to deliver updates. And in these bearish moments, it's the best time to build and just surprise people. So don't want to go too much on ramble, but appreciate you and appreciate everyone in here. And like I always say, Puli.
Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate that rundown. And I would say Variegate needs to come up with something, but it needs to happen naturally, right? If I create something on the fly, I don't think it's going to go too well. I'm just going to embarrass myself. But no, that sounds awesome.
It'll come. The universe will speak to you. It'll come.
Exactly. You have to let it come naturally. All right, I appreciate that. Anybody else have any questions for the Puli team or relative to Variegate? All right. So again, I appreciate everybody that joined us tonight. Hats off to Puli. Hats off to all of our launch reward tokens. This wraps up our 5th AMA of the week with all 5 of our rewards tokens: Raider token, Doken, Affinity, Nobility, and Puli token. So again, we're excited to get rewards in all 5 of those projects. We're excited to network with your communities from here going forward. And I said the other day, I'm not looking forward to what we're doing next week or next month. You guys may hear my 2-year-old daughter in the background. I'm thinking about how is crypto going to be when she's a teenager here in a decade, and when she's getting into college here in about 16, 17 years. Where's crypto going to be? And I really think everyone who's here right now, let's build that solid networking circle. Let's really grind. Let's create an awesome, environment for folks to enter, because they'll be coming, and let's continue to build. And again, appreciate everyone that's here. I'll stop the recording now. Let's, with Variegate, with our 5 rewards that we have, let's grind, and let's own the bear market. So again, thank you everybody that joined tonight.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.